Most people believe that intelligence is something you're born with, or something you earn through a degree. But there is a specific, razor-sharp type of cognitive mastery that isn't found in textbooks. It's forged in the dark. By 2026, we've moved past simply calling people survivors. Neuroscience now looks at the phenotypic plasticity of the brain, the way your nervous system literally rewires its architecture to survive high-pressure environments. If you grew up in a noisy, emotional home, or if your early life required you to be the adult before you were a child, you didn't just get through it. You built a specialized biological toolkit. Psychologists call this adaptive intelligence, or more colloquially, the gift of the hyper-aware. Your brain didn't break, it upgraded. You don't just read a room, you decode it. While others see a conversation, you see a data stream. You notice the 2-millisecond tightening of a jaw, the shift in weight, the tone that doesn't match the words. This is your amygdala working in tandem with your prefrontal cortex, a high-speed facial recognition system developed because, once upon a time, knowing a caregiver's mood wasn't just social, it was safety. There is soft empathy, and then there is tactical empathy. You don't just feel for people, you anticipate their needs before they've even voiced them. In 2026, we recognize this as a high-level executive function. You aren't just being nice, you are managing the emotional temperature of the environment to maintain stability. When a crisis hits, a car accident, a sudden loss, a workplace meltdown, most people's cortisol levels spike into paralysis. But you feel a strange, cold clarity. This is stress inoculation. Because your baseline was historically high, your brain is calm when things are falling apart because, for the first time, the outside world finally matches how you feel on the inside. Do you constantly play the chessboard in your head? You're always 3 steps ahead, calculating the if-then scenarios of every social interaction. This isn't anxiety, it's predictive processing. Your brain has become an elite simulator, designed to prevent surprises by calculating every possible outcome. You have an almost supernatural ability to spot inauthenticity. In an era of AI and curated social media, this is your superpower. Because you had to discern truth from performative safety early on, you can feel a vibe shift the moment someone is being untruthful. Your intuition is actually a highly developed pattern recognition engine. You have a hard time asking for help, not because you're arrogant, but because competence was your only reliable protector. This is internalized resourcefulness. In 2026, we see this as a hallmark of the modern entrepreneur, the ability to build systems from scratch because you never expected a safety net. You don't just hear music, you feel the layers of it. You don't just see art, you absorb the intent. This sensory processing sensitivity is a byproduct of a nervous system that had to stay open to its environment. While it can be exhausting, it means you experience the beauty of the world at a frequency most people can't even tune into. You aren't closed off, you're curated. You understand that trust is a high-value currency. You have a gatekeeper protocol for your inner circle. This is a sign of high emotional maturity. You know that your peace is a non-renewable resource, and you protect it with tactical precision. For a person with this intelligence, doing nothing feels like a threat. You might struggle with meditation or vacations. Why? Because when the external world is quiet, your internal sentinel has nothing to track. Learning to rest isn't just relaxation for you. It's a high-level cognitive recoding that tells your nervous system the war is over. The final sign is a deep, unshakable sense of purpose. You don't do small talk well because you've seen the depths of human experience. Research by Tedeschi and Calhoun shows that those who navigate early adversity often develop a philosophical pivot, a clarity of mission that people who have lived comfortable lives often spend decades trying to find. There's an old saying, the same fire that melts the butter hardens the steel. But you aren't just hardened steel. You are a complex, sophisticated piece of biological engineering. Your hyper-awareness, your empathy, and your strategic mind are the gold in the cracks of your experience. As we move through 2026, the world needs people who can read between the lines. The world needs people who stay calm when the unprecedented happens. The world needs your specific brand of intelligence. The goal is no longer just to heal from the past. The goal is to take this high-performance nervous system you've been given and direct it towards something you love, rather than just something that keeps you safe. You've spent years being the watcher. It's time to be the creator.